Hi guys, it's Karen. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having a fab week. I have my little sticks here ready to go. I'm going to be working on some pop sticks this week, and I'm going to be doing a design inspired by the lovely Sarah McInerney over at Nail Sugar, who posts some inspirational pics regularly. I think Nat Clark helped her with this one. So I'm going to be using Popsicle and Meet Me Halfway by Madame Glam. And we're going to start off by doing a ombre. So as you can see, I have the tip. I always like to buff out the tips just to create a bit of a kind of textured surface to put my gel polish onto. So I'm going to start with a darker colour around what would be the cuticle area, and I'm just going to paint that probably about, maybe I would say a third, or I don't know, a small third, maybe we'll say, of the way down the nail. And then I'm going to be using the pink here then just to kind of butt it up too. I want to use these colours to create a beautiful blend, and this is how I do it. I know everybody does their ombres different, it's whatever works for you, but I find that this method works for me, and I just find it the easiest. So getting an ombre brush, I start off at the purple and I just very gently side to side go down the nail, and I'm not too worried at all about the streaks in there because we're going to begin over anyway with the second coat, but actually on the second coat I do want to leave some of those in, and you will see why in a bit. So once I'm happy with that blend, we're going to go in for a cure. And this is me just repeating the process for a second time, just to get that really lovely coverage. And I'm just doing exactly the same steps as before, and then I will be blending it down as well with my ombre brush. Okay, so I'm also going to do what would be the sort of the feature nail in this design, and I'm just kind of painting more of a rounded shape here because this is going to be the background of our moon, and we're aiming for a nice kind of I guess late summer's evening, that kind of dusky time, and we kind of want to set the scene for that. So that's why I'm going for more of a rounded shape on this ombre, and you kind of work in the same way, and you don't need to be too sort of detailed about it because, you know, nature doesn't work that way. It just kind of, it does its thing. So this is actually quite easy to blend in. You're really just kind of doing it in more sort of a rounded shape, if that makes sense. And yeah, and then you can just, what you can do is you can use your brush tips just to kind of tap in those colors initially, and then you can blend as before as well. I just wanted to bleed these in just a little bit before I actually done my usual kind of back forward strokes as I done on the nail before, because I just kind of felt that this would blend a bit easier if I done this. Okay, and now on to the second layer. I've already cured that first one, and I'm just repeating again the application process here, just applying the pink in a circle and then the purple then sort of around that pink, and kind of just butting it up close to each other, and yeah, and just getting them ready for the next stage, which will be going in with the ombre brush and just feathering all of that out, just to kind of, again, just we're going to blend it in exactly the same way, only this time I'm kind of swooping in a bit of an arch kind of motion to keep that sort of circular shape in. That would be obviously the sky behind our moon. Okay, so now that we're out of the lamp, it is time to put the main attraction on this nail, which is going to be our moon. So I'm just going to sort of like outline where roughly I want it to be. This does not have to be perfect. We will perfect it before it goes in for its final cure. But I'm just going to edge out sort of roughly where I want it to be. And once I've done that, I'm going to fill it in then just with the gel polish brush itself. And yeah, just kind of get all that filled in, and then using my detailer, then I'm going to go around the edges and just neaten that up before we go in for a cure. Once it's cured, then I'm going to repeat the process and just add a little bit more kind of sort of colour to that, as well as I do use my dotting tool here, as you'll see, coming up with some of the pink gel polish just to create some wispy little clouds just on that the uncured white, just to kind of blend it in and give it that kind of sort of nighttime sort of, you know, look, that kind of like dusky kind of look. So and then obviously then I just pop in some little stars as well for extra detail. And then moving on then to our decals, the most exciting bit, I am cutting out a little branch bit here. This is the Woodland silhouette decals, which I love. And just setting that onto a stamper. I'm just dipping the brush into my water and just gently setting the brush on and just dab, dab, dab. And yeah, I'm just letting that kind of settle in, and then after about 10 seconds or so, it will just slide off perfectly, as you can see, and then I can apply it straight onto the nail as and where I want it. Okay, and then I'm going to repeat the process again. I cut out another little one of those branches, and I'm just going to add that to the stamper, as you can see, and just repeat the whole process because I wanted to add a second branch in there, but not one as long as, just to kind of give it a little bit of, you know, just a little bit more detail there, kind of sort of thicken it out a bit. And then this here is some top coat that I'm going over with, and I am going to actually set a few of those little pieces of wisteria into it, just to kind of give a little bit of a twinkle. And how beautiful is that glitter? It is a multi-cut, kind of like a lavender colour. It is just beautiful. And that goes in for a cure, and then we're going to move on then to the last two nails in the design, and again that woodland silhouette, but this is obviously the kind of conifer sort of fir tree silhouette design. So I've cut out what I feel I need, repeating the process, waiting about 10 to 15 seconds after I've applied the water, slide that backing off, and then as you can see, it stamps down beautifully. Don't worry about any overhang, that will come off, and you can buff that off at the end. So I do that with both nails, and then if I want to fill in the bottom part, I can go in with some black, especially if the nails are super long, and then that goes in for a cure and gets top coated. Ta-da! And there we go, that is the design finished. As you can see, I decided to go with the matte top coat, and I just think it works perfectly. And as you can see with that blend there, I haven't blended it too lightly with the sort of the ombre, because I wanted it to give it that kind of nighttime effect, slightly more streakiness. So if you want to do that too, go a little bit heavier whenever you're creating your blend. And yeah, but I love this. The decals make it so quick and easy, and oh, I just love them. Love them. So you can check out our full range on the website. And thank you to Sarah and Nat for inspiring me. I will be back next week with another design. Have a great week, guys, and take care. See you next time. Bye.